Welcome everybody to UROC 365 webinar series to grow your business. Today we are going to be talking about the 10 golden rules to find your loyal customers for life. And Mr. PatJavdan, broker of record, is going to be covering this topic today. A little bit about housekeeping. Please visit our website uroc365.com. And if you have any questions related to real estate or pre-construction or just real estate in general about realtors, please select one of these buttons, the red, the blue, or the black button. Also, there is if you want to get access to our recording, one of the recordings which is highly looked after, a lot of the agents that are looking at is called, how to learn to build your database, client database. So it's a recorded webinars that you could actually go through. And another webinar that you should, keep an eye on that I'm going to be putting together is how to build your video marketing database for YouTube and TikTok. So that's another webinar that will be coming on soon. So please make sure that you register on the website uroc365.com. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Mr. PatJavdan and Dr. Alex Ahanchan, for making these webinar series a possibility and a success. So thank you, Pat. Thank you, Alex. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Douglas Gray, author of the book, What the Financial Institutions Are Not Telling You. If you want to get a copy of this book, please register online and we will make sure that we get you a copy of this book. So now I'm going to hand over to Pat, and I'm going to start your webinar. Pat.
Thank you, Jerry. Before we start, welcome everybody, and I'd like everybody safe and positive as usual. And I would like to mention a few points before even we start. Point number one, if you have any requests, please post it on the chat section or email it to us, or let Jerry knows or let Alex know what is your favorite topic for the future. For example, we have one favorite topic that few agents ask me, that it's listing presentation. So we're gonna have listing presentation in the near future. And hopefully we can bring also a guest speaker, also coaches to participate in this training session. That's one point, so please put your request. Another thing that I like to mention about United Realty of Canada leads. We start creating hot live leads thanks to Jerry. Jerry is helping us to create this hot and live. When I said live, it means when the people, right now, when they register, our agents have access right away. They get notification right away who register right now. So they are hot leads. So that's extremely important. And second, also we are not give you only hot leads. Also, we're gonna coach you how to follow up properly and how to close properly. So that's the second important component in our lead generation. Another thing, because we have a team support, including Jerry, including other partners, Masoud, including Alex. We have a team mentality, teamwork, digital coaching, etc., etc. So you are not alone. So we're gonna do it together. I know some companies, they provide leads, but they don't provide this support, right? And their leads are general, from all over the place, but all leads is a specific area, a specific we're targeting a specific kind of buyers or a specific kind of sellers. So it's designed, tailored to your needs. So the rate of success is higher than other companies. So please make sure that you understand this, and if you join us, you get benefit of these services that we have. Now I would like to start these 10 golden rules, how to create loyal clients, and how to, yeah, Jerry, if you may, you can start this slideshow. If you go to the slide 1. Yeah, is 10 golden rules to create, next slide, 10 golden to create loyal clients for life, and also to have a referral constantly through these loyal clients. So before, you need, if you go to second and third slide, yeah, before we start the rule number 1, you have to care. You have to understand these rules. Number 1, you understand it. Number 2, believe in it. Number 3, practice it. So then becomes your habit. So yeah, we're gonna go through these 10 rules, and you're gonna listen to it, you're gonna learn it, but you have to practice it, understand it, and believe in it. So rule number 1, you have to care. There is no way around it. If you don't care, your attitude shows, the client will know. So eventually you're going to be exposed. Exposed means they know that you don't care. So rule number 1, care. I can talk about care a lot, but because we have only half an hour, I'm going to go pass through it very fast. So you have to be honest, you have to be transparent, you have to play the long game. What does it mean? It means when you have a client, you have to think that this client is for life. You are his or her realtor for life. For example, I was thinking to myself, I have dentists, I haven't changed my dentist for years. I have doctor, my family doctor, I haven't changed it for years. I haven't changed my lawyer for years. I haven't changed my accountant for years. Is the same thing for realtor. If you're a realtor, you have to stay realtor for life for people. So think about long-term, not short game. So be appreciative. Then it's up to you how to be appreciative. I know some people, they put, yearly appreciation night for their clients, or they send some gift, or whatever you decide to do. Be appreciative and appreciate your client. And always remember, you have to be value driven and give value. You have to give value to your clients. So you have to show that you care, and you have to care. So this is rule number 1. If you don't have this, then you have a difficult time to create clients for life. If you go to second, Jerry, second slide. Okay, now when you remember, you have to listen more and talk less to your client. It means you have to become become a master of communication. You have to communicate with your client properly. You have to listen to them more and be present and show up. And then remember that the more you listen, the more you understand their needs, the more you understand their problem. So our role of realtors is to understand a client's needs or problem. How can you solve it? So we go to the next slide. So after you listen carefully to your clients, right? Then you have to provide solution. You have to learn about their needs and be proactive and preempt. It means you have to come up with the solution for them. If they have a property, it's hard to sell, either it's commercial, residential, or especially in these difficult times, more than ever, you have to be a great consultant. So the role of you is more being a consultant than a realtor who wants to sell or buy, right? Especially in this day, you have to provide solution, because many people asking, should I buy, should I sell, should I wait? It doesn't matter if it's in residential, commercial. So you have to have a answer for them. You must help them to navigate through these difficult times. So remember, provide solution for them. Next slide, please, Jerry. This is very important. Promise less and deliver more. I can talk about this and give you many examples. What do I mean by promise less and deliver more? For example, uh, produce result beyond expectation. For example, if the typical house is selling in a specific area or a specific type of property for 60 days, stays in 60 days in the market, so don't promise your client that I'm going to sell it. It takes less to sell it. Oh, I can sell it for, I don't know, 30 days. You can tell your client, I can sell it for 30 days. The only way you can tell I can sell it in 30 days, you have to be 100% sure that you can do it. 100%, not 99%, 100%. Otherwise, do not promise something that you cannot deliver. Now, if that typical house, if that typical house is selling day on market is, for example, 63 days, and if you sell it in 30 days, then you get credit, because now you're a hero. Now you're a good realtor that you sold it in less than average time. So make sure, promise less and deliver more. This is very important. We go to the next slide. You have to treat all deals as a journey, not transaction. What do I mean by that? You have to look at the whole experience, psychological, emotional, financial. Make it enjoyable for all, not only for you and your client. It has to be enjoyable learning journey for the buyers as well, for the seller as well, for the other agents as well, for the home inspector, for the mortgage broker. If you have this kind of attitude, you're going to build trust not only with your client, with other agents as well, with other parties in this transaction as well. So this transaction, these deals, look at a journey that should be enjoyable for everybody. And believe me, it happens all the time. It happens all the time to me. When I had a good relationship with other agents, for the future deals, I have easier time to make a deal, much easier time to make a deal if the agent that I was dealing with, he had good experience with me personally. I experienced it many, many times. So make sure that this journey is hassle-free, stress-free, and enjoyable for everybody. That's rule number 5. We go to rule number 6. Rule number 6, educate your client. The more educated there are, the easier to close the deal. You have to bring your client on the same page and towards a common goal, and achieving these goals together. When your clients are educated in any field that you're working, some people are working in commercial, some people are working residential, different kind of residential, and the more educated your client are, the easier the job is for you. I have experienced it many, many times. I have less difficulty and more enjoyable time when I talk to clients that are more educated through this transaction. So educate your client about what you're doing, what's the market, what about the properties, about whatever is related to these deals and transaction, the property. So educate your client, and this education is a long term. It's not a just one time, just call them or email them. Is a constant newsletter, talking to them, webinars. As a matter of fact, if you can create same webinars through the Zoom in these days with your clients, and it doesn't have to be you know, technical, and you can invite 5, 6, 10, 20 of clients. He said, we're going to get together, we're going to have fun. Also, we're going to give you an update about the situation, about the market. So educate them little by little. Now, the number 7 rules that I like to talk about it, and I've talked about it before: be a specialist. Do not be jack of all trades, you know. Be a master of your domain and create a niche market for yourself. Target your clients, what clients you're targeting, what niche market you're targeting, and what specialty you want to have. So make sure that you have these skills and learn your skills. And when you have these skills, you are more trusted. You are more trusted, and you have more authority with your client, right? Then you can have your client for life. And you are not one of the agents, one of realtors. You become the only realtor for them. You become the only consultant for them. So try to go towards the, being a specialist. Rule number 8, extremely important. That's why I wrote it: follow up, follow up, follow up. You know, you have to, this relationship between client and realtor is ongoing, ongoing business, ongoing relationship. You know, we have three phase of phase of transaction. Before any transaction happens, during the transaction, after the transaction, after deal is done. You know, some agents, they disappear in the wind after the deal is done, which is totally wrong. So I know some agents, they're constantly they keep in contact with their clients. They go and see them every season. For example, if they have 50 loyal clients, they divide the time. They said, okay, this month I'm going to go see them, 5 of them or 6 of them personally. Say hi, how are you? Everything's okay. What do you need? And keep seeing them. Bring them a little bit gift, you know, $10 Tim Hortons coffee or gift or whatever you think is appropriate, you know. So keep seeing them in person. Keep calling them every 3 months, every month. Call them, say, how are you? What's going on? And give them a little bit report of the economy, market. So follow up with them and make sure that these follow-ups is a key for success to create clients for life. So make sure that you do this. Another thing that I would like to mention, I mentioned it before, is extremely important again. You know, 80% of your deals coming from 20% of your clients. So you better spend time with your clients than getting clients that you don't know. I'm not saying don't do that. We generate leads. You have to generate leads. You have to prospect to bring new clients. That's good. You have to do that. But make sure you spend more time, more quality time with your clients to keep them for life. So we go to rule number 9. Rule number 9, build a referral system. So referral system, Jerry in future can help you how to create your CRM, uh, ask for a client for a video testimonials, for sure. I'm fan of that. Ask clients that you create a video and post it on your social media, of course with their permission. Post it on your website, and post it all channels that you have. So then get social media support from your, if you know how to work in social media, you do it yourself. If you don't know, hire professional to help you. Gladly, we have Jerry, he can help you in this regard. So make sure that build a referral system and continue this referral system to create clients for life. So this is extremely important again. Then we go to rule number 10. Rule number 10, you know, I know many agents, many realtors, they fail because they don't have competency and credibility. So competence and credibility, it has to be together. If you know your business, if you know your skill, if you know you're a specialist, but you don't have credibility from your, for other reasons, so it doesn't matter you have the skills. And vice versa. You might be a great guy, great gal, you might be great person, but if you don't have skills, if you don't follow those rules, again, you cannot have clients for life. So this is extremely important, and we can talk about this more in future. We can, for example, follow up. We can have follow up, how to follow up the leads that we generated, how to call them, how to tell them, what to tell them. So we can go more in details in this, all of these things that we discussed today. So this is the 10 golden rules. Please practice it and learn it, do it. I promise you, guarantee you, you're gonna have clients for life. It's gonna take long, but if you go through this path, you're gonna create clients for life for yourself. I don't know how much time we have, Jerry. I have few more points, bonus points, bonus points for today. Jerry, how much time we have?
You can still continue. We still have another, maybe another 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes.
Yes.
Okay. You know, something I would like to mention. You know, I've seen many realtors or coaches or other people. They come to webinars, you know, they have webinars, they have, you know, social media. And when when people ask them, should I sell or should I buy or should I wait? They start answering directly, yeah, you should buy or you should sell or you should wait. Unfortunately, all of them are wrong. I tell you why. You know, to give answer to clients as a consultant, you have to make sure that you understand the client, because it all depends. It all depends. One size does not fit all. So one advice that say, yeah, buy or sell or wait, it doesn't apply to everybody. So you have to know the situation of that specific client. This is extremely important. How old is the client? What is his portfolio? You know, how many property has, you know, and does it have RRSP, does it, or does not have RRSP? Is he or is she married? Do they have children? They are downsizing or upsizing. And if they are selling, are they buying the same time or just they want to sell? You know, so what is the status of their health? It's extremely important. You cannot just tell people go and buy or sell or wait, you know. What's the status of their health, you know? And what is their financial goal, you know? And what kind of skills they have, If they have a skill that might be in jeopardy in this situation, then you might have different answer for them. So make sure that do not answer this question with yes, go and buy or sell or wait. You have to discuss it with your client and make sure that you're giving right advice. If any clients they're going to listen to this podcast or webinar in future, or realtors, please if you have a problem or question about the situation, should I buy, sell, or wait, please contact one of our agents. Contact Alice, contact Masood, contact Mahsa, Pan, contact Jerry, contact myself. So ask us, okay, we have I have a property, I don't know what to do. So we make an appointment. One of our agents is gonna meet you, and we're gonna go through the all questionnaire and give you advice. So this is important. Hopefully we're gonna have in future we talk about this more. So that was one thing that I was going to mention it. I think I'm done for tonight because I think only a few minutes left. And I had another point that I was going to mention it. I don't know if I can find my point. Yeah, for the follow-up. This is my last point. I have, I think, 2 minutes left. My last point for the follow-up. Again, follow-up. We're gonna have a detailed webinar about follow-up, how to follow up, and follow-up again, like this one that we discussed it. For the follow-up, make sure that put your your clients or your leads in different categories. For example, the one they are curious, the different type of follow-up you have to do with them. The one that they are not buying right now or selling right now, but they're selling in 6 months, there's different follow-up with them. The one that they are buying or selling right now, and you discuss it with them, and they understand, you understand that they have to sell right now or they have to buy right now, they have different kind of follow-up. So this, you do not treat all follow-up in the same way. So we're going to discuss this follow-up later in details. I think we have only 1 minute. I am asking Jerry if you have any comments for how to get this webinar, recorded webinar. You can go ahead.
Yes, we have Alex. Alex has a few points to mention. Alex, go ahead.
First of all, welcome everybody, and thank you, Pat, for professional and valuable information that you give it to us. As I mentioned before, there is buying and selling is an art, in my opinion.
Yes.
It's an art. And it depends to the psychological behavior of two sides. Our agent, we are as agent, and the other side. This is that in the first impression, the buyer or seller completely evaluate you. First of all, your professionality, your honesty, as Pat said, all the things. And finally, he analyzed it in his brain or her brain and finally decided to select you or not select you. It is that you know that in the Toronto Real Estate Board, we have around 70,000 agents. And according to the statistics of trade, just 10% of these agents can be able to do transaction. Why the other 90% can't do that? It is that they don't know how to behave to them, how they can be able to attract people. They don't have any professionality in negotiation, in follow-up, in promise, all the things. And finally, at the last things, they cannot be able to get the transaction, either in listing presentation or as a buyer representation. Therefore, in my opinion, as I mentioned, the buying selling is an art. And just I want to add this one, careful about any times we want to talk to the people, we should completely about the psychological behavior of the people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Pat. I don't think we have any chat messages.
That's okay. In future, if they have a topic, they can request it,
Yes,
And
yes,
yeah, yeah.
definitely. And what I would recommend to everybody is that, please go to the website urock365.com and
Mhm.
register yourself. If you have already registered, then you don't need to do anything. We will make sure that you get our recorded versions of this webinar, so you have access to it and you can listen to it,
Mhm.
in your spare time.
Mhm.
And I wish everybody a very good evening and a good night. Pat, if you want to say one last final point.
Thank you so much, Jerry, for your help. And please, for audience that we have, please ask your friends to join these webinars and learn and be positive and stay safe.
Okay, great. Thank you, everybody. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.